I'm Kris Angelis, and welcome to the Enter the Shell show. I am going to play a song called Cut to the Chase. Let's just cut to the chase. You're no good for me, but I still wanna taste, just to make sure that I'm right. I know that you're a mistake, but that doesn't stop me from seeing just how many I can make and how much I can take. 'Cause I've never been okay with that's just how it is and never mind. I suppose I could wait a while, but that's just not my style. So let me get right to the point. You're a bad idea, but I'll keep hanging round, collecting reasons why. I'm like a bomb, just waiting, tick, tick, tick. And I know that it'll make a mess, but you just like that way. I'll be a spy, and you'll be evidence, and I will stay in disguise until it all makes sense. 'Cause I've never been okay with that's just how it is and never mind. And I suppose I could wait a while, but that's just not my style. So let me get right to the point. You're a bad idea, but I'll keep hanging round, collecting reasons why.
I've been kind of going through a little crazy spell. For those listening that listened to my last show, I broke my headphones. So these headphones that I have on right now, these aren't my usual headphones that I wear. And I went to Best Buy, give them a nice little plug, Best Buy, and it was so weird to see just the different types of headphones that are out there. Because I just want headphones. You know, I don't want anything cool. I was trying to actually find the same Sonys that I had, which were $20, Sonys, which in my bracket is expensive. But when I went there, I was completely surprised by, the Dr. Dre Beats that were like $500. And then they had the low end Beats, which were like $70. And then they had the Bose and all these just different types of headphones. And I started thinking, like, do headphones really matter, when you're just listening? Yes. Do they?
Oh yeah.
Tell me about that.
Oh, I've had music that I was really into that I listened to on, little dinky cheapo headphones or whatever. And then I'll hear it on some even just better headphones or speakers, and I will hear things that I didn't know were there or didn't know. I'm like hearing the song in a whole new way, and it really does matter. Like even especially now with like iPhones and computers, and that's how everyone listens to their music. Like I always tell people, like, please listen to my music with some good headphones, because even just listening to this with the speakers, like you can't hear the low end, or like you can't hear like nice little subtle like overtones and stuff. Yeah, it matters.
So when you're listening to stuff, because like a lot of times people have a different view, which is they like to listen to their music on the crappiest, speaker or headphone, because if it sounds good there, then it'll sound good everywhere.
That's true too, definitely. And that's why, during the whole mixing process, we definitely listened on a various speakers and headphones and cars and all of that.
What was the cheapest car that you listened to your music in?
I don't know. Probably mine.
Oh yeah? What kind of car do you drive?
What?
What kind of car do you drive?
It's a Ford Taurus.
Okay, that's not necessarily cheap. It's
not.
It's normal.
It's awesome.
It's completely
I love
normal.
my car. I could live in my car. It's so huge.
You do.
I do.
Do you live in your car?
No.
No.
But it looks like I do.
Why? Oh,
Perception is reality.
Are you one of those people that keep their car like just filled with shit all the time, or?
You know what? Not all the time. Jeff will try to argue with me right now.
Just
but
98% of the time.
Well, it's because I'm always running around town. Like, I also audition for, acting gigs. Sometimes you have to have different clothes and you have to have all the stuff that you need and all of the, I don't know, I just have lots of stuff in my car. And every time I clean it out, I need something that was in there.
Well, I'm kind of the exact opposite, where my car inside is completely clean, but I rarely wash my car because I don't have time.
The only rhyme is in the song to sing, and the reason is in everything. Sometimes it makes no sense at all. Who and how and why and when we fall. The list keeps getting longer. How you set my heart on fire, but you don't feel it. It's like a cruel joke. Guys in line, they look real good on paper, but when I hold it up to them, it doesn't even smoke. The only rhyme is in the song they sing, and the reason is in everything. Sometimes it makes no sense at all. Who and how and why and when we fall. No, how he even flies, I'll never know. How do I love you? Oh, let me count the ways. Why do I love you? Only God can say. The only rhyme is in the song to sing, and the reason is in everything. Sometimes it makes no sense at all. No, the only rhyme is in the song to sing, and the reason is everything. Sometimes it makes no sense at all. For who and how and why and when we fall. No, you never know. You never know.
Because I'm the most unhippest person. I mean, here's how unhip I am. Okay, my life, I feel I really am a turtle because I move at my own pace and very slow. I just saw Magic Mike, and that movie was like huge. 2 years ago, I want to say maybe,
A little bit less, yeah.
Maybe less. And I just saw it, and I was like, "Holy cow!" I was like, "This is a really good movie." I was really floored for two reasons. Channing Tatum's body was gorgeous. I was
Dance really well.
dude, super impressed by his dancing.
He was like a dancer before he was an actor.
Really?
He's based on his life in the dance world.
He really was an exotic dancer?
I think that's the true story.
Dude, he really could. And I'm so curious because I'm going to interview Channing Tatum. I swear to God,
Okay.
I'm going to interview him. And
Can you
if
invite me when you do?
no, are you kidding me? My one shot, I'm gonna I'm gonna bring Kris. I'm gonna be like, don't mind her. She's just in love with you. I know it's not gonna work out.
He's married and having a baby.
Is he married?
Yeah.
To who?
I don't know.
Okay.
I know he's married and they're having a
Some
baby.
chick. Damn it. Well, here's the thing. Here's what I liked about that movie. His dancing was amazing. His body was amazing. I want to know if they were able to do it all in one take, like, you know, if it took multiple takes, because it looked kind of seamless in the movie, but that could be movie magic. I don't know. The second was I really fell in love with his love interest, which was the sister of the guy,
Yeah.
of the kid, as they called him, because she seemed gettable. You know, like I felt like I could probably get her, you know, with my mad game. My
Yeah.
game is mad, son. Don't worry. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I have no game. I'm still trying to work on that. I'm still trying to work on talking to girls. It's really tough. And it's weird because I like talk for like a living, and you know, like I would say I'm an okay interviewer. I'm all right. You know, I can make conversation up as I go along. But here's the thing: when you're,
Can't do that with a girl.
I can't.
Maybe you should set up a microphone and stuff, and then it'll be easier.
Well, here's the thing. I never really tell anybody what I do,
Okay.
because the moment I tell them, and maybe you can share some, you know, some stories about this, but when you tell people what you do, when you show them what you do, automatically something changes in them. You know, they start looking at you differently. And I'm still coming to terms with that. You know, I'm not saying I'm a celebrity or anything like that, but when people see the other side of you, the creative side, I don't know. Sometimes I don't want them to know that side, because it's like, well, just, you know, love me for me. You know, don't love me for what I truly am, this amazing, you know, dodo. And
I think there's definitely something to that, but I think that also part of who you are is what you choose to do with your life. And like, you know, especially artists, like, it's really cool quality to be creative and to also be pursuing that part of yourself, like this, you know, a lot of people maybe don't choose to do. I think that says a lot about your character. Not that if you aren't pursuing art, that means you're, anyways, it says something. But I also know what you mean, like that it's, you want to be, you like, I dated someone who was a musician, and he was always like, if you had known me as just the guy who worked construction, and you didn't know that at night I went and played concerts, like, would you have been interested in dating me? And I'm like, I don't know. I think so, because you're awesome. but I see how that can be a thing. You made me forget what I thought I never would. Now don't make me forget you too, 'cause I'm not sure I could. I thought there wasn't better, but you went and proved me wrong. And I don't get to have it this time, but I'm still glad you came along. It's not your fault, I know, and it's not mine. It's all just a part of how we were designed. You played me ruckus lullabies